Hello ladies and gentlemen, Gaming Token here, welcome to episode 27 of Let's Play Europa Universalis as Florence with the goal of completing Mare Nostrum achievement. Now, good tidings, we have finished the coalition war, which has tried to stomp us down after a rather successful war against Spain and the Ottomans. As you can see, we did not, probably you see it in the earlier videos, we did not give up. We killed, I think, about 1 million enemies troops while losing 300-something thousand. So casualty and the joke was on them. With that being said, we are out of manpower, so that's a problem. We'll need to recover after a time. We are the first world power. We are behind in tech because war is expensive and we had to get that going and operational. Now, with that being said, we're back on peace, so this is fine. We will have to invest a little bit more in rooting out corruption, I see, just to start getting it down. What's our overextension? Yeah, we have a lot of overextension, so that's a problem. And with that being said, we have an event that will cost us an additional 400 ducats. We need to pay it. We don't want to pay stability. Stability is way too important right now. And I mean it. It's essential. It's superbly valuable, and we need that sweet, sweet stability. With that being said, however, I think we can lay off some mercenaries. We don't plan on going into any major war right now. Okay, that's a lie. We actually are going to go into war any moment now, but it's not going to be major. So I can guarantee you that. No major wars for the time being. We need to recuperate our forces and recover. Yeah, recover, heal. There's a lot of healing to be done, so we are retreating into our heartland. We are working on that sweet, sweet absolutism. Just one moment, I think this will require a little bit of adjustment. Our absolutism is 11, we need to work higher. Right, higher, so we need to get that sweet, sweet absolutism running because it increases our administrative efficiency, and that in turn leads to lower coring costs. So we are doing our damnness to reduce this. Good job. A few more points of absolutism, I suppose. Yes, 13 now. So as you can see, our administrative efficiency is 5% increased. Where can you check it? You can't check it on the government tab, neither here. God damn it, I can't recall where can you check administrative efficiency. I think this is the only place it shouldn't be. Oh, here it is. Administrative efficiency, my bad. So right now I think we are going to reclaim this and get some points back. Now I see it's a little more. I think it should be more. I mean, we did get some administrative efficiency, even if it's just digits. So yeah, with that being said, let's see. Mercenaries almost non-existent. Reinforcements a lot. Navy's not that bad. Fort maintenance is expensive, but I think we are going to mothball some of our forts right now. I think Kuno could use some. We'll make it a state and we'll core it. That's that. War exhaustion is ticking down. Our transport fleet is available. Our 33,000 army is going to Genoa, so our transport fleet is going there as well. We'll send them to Africa to conquer Wadi Halfa. I think that's how you should pronounce it. At first we'll deal with Tunisian separatists. We're certainly going to kill them all because we will not have any rebels except... Excuse me, actually. Come to think of it, harsh treatment should be nice. On Edea, and 50 points for some absolutism. It's perhaps worth it, I think. is actually a better spend, all things considered. We do need that tech, so that's that. And right now our country is strong. We have to get that absolutism is a priority. It will allow us to go into stratosphere development wise, and eventually we will actually added some absolutism. Excuse me, I'm just a little bit yeah, 1 point more, just a little tiny bit overwhelmed by this last conflict we've had. That is looking good. It's looking good, and we're working on making it even better. Gibraltar will have to be retaken. I'm sorry, Morocco, but our alliance is probably going to an end. With that being said, Tripoli might finally become useful as we grab Tunisian land. So yeah, peace is finally here. That's a lot of truces, and when is a truce with the Ottomans? 1621. More important one. Portugal is 1617. So it's this year actually. And we could declare war on these guys and get busy with Spain. Never-ending warfare, but first we have to deal with Kaffa. This is a great opportunity for our state. We certainly are going to pass it. Well, could you mind going to Genoa finally? Or Lucca, whatever your decision is going to be. Please attach to transport and move your asses so that we can deliver those troops right there and get done with those rebels. Good job, the next one, okay. And our commandant is dead. Unfortunately, he was amazingly useful. And we really need those points, damn it. Come to think of it. Could we make Crimea a state? I suppose it could be done. It's worth it. And right now we are going to apply another estate group. Wait a second. Estates, there we go. Oh, we can't. Oh, of course, I forgot we are not Eastern European, so we won't be able to use Cossacks on our side. I was going to use Cossacks to get a level 3 half-price advisor, but well. You can't trick the game on that one, I suppose. So, rebels dealt with, let's get this under our control. A lot of fervor, excellent. What is the unrest? Trade. Good, and it's time to go to war with African states. Adal is the only ally. I think 30,000 troops should be enough to deal with this little skirmish. We don't expect any problems in Egypt. I mean, it's Egypt, right? They are behind in tech. We completely dominate them, right? Oh, wow. Needs to get it done, I suppose. But first and foremost, we need tech money. This is a priority. Would you mind? Treaty with Portugal is done. Let's take Wadi Halfa. Let's get tax money. And let's move to our war objective. Yep, I mean, seriously. Well, actually, they have a lot of troops, and 30,000 won't be enough to deal with that. So let's send another army right here and reinforce our forces with that. We might have an amazing technology advantage, but still we'd rather keep it on the safe side. We can't really afford unnecessary casualties at this point. We just need to get things done. Okay, so deal with that, please. Where are our forces? Excellent. Troops arriving, and let's move towards Africa. Adal could be a good vassal, and I think I'm going to vassalize them, actually. Right. So, okay, anyone is... Okay, excellent. Everyone is accepting global trade already, and we need to get it done as well. This is the third fort we need in Piedmont, and we'll get one. But not yet. I mean, we're not planning any fast war with France this time. So yeah, our manpower is recovering rather fast, all things considered. This could speed it up considerably. Yeah, but now technology. First and foremost, tech is a priority. Spain is no longer a valid rival. Excellent, I suppose. Oh, 1000 could go right here, and you gents move on the coastline. Let's be cautious. It's Africa, it's big land, and we need to... and we can't allow to spread our lines too thin. So we are keeping our front line and moving safely but surely. And after we deal with Africa, we'll get back home, get that tech, and continue developing. We need that tech fast. Jesus. Never in the history has tech been so important, and thank you. Monopole company does not even asking which one to pick. This is amazing. This amount of money. Which trade now should we actually go for? I think Tunis in this case. Oh, we increased 10% income. Not really valuable that much, but we dominate this trade node. But we do control it in Sevilla quite considerably, and we do transfer it to Genoa already. There's no point in trying to transfer it anywhere else. Transfer to Genoa, transfer to Ragusa, transfer to Kiev. Here's the problem. Let's get the third merchant and transfer this to Constantinople, which is our city. UPKA. Now, edicts, of course, protect trade. This is our land, and as such, we will control it considerably via trade and send more and more money to, as you can see, a lot more. Yes, this affects our trade income considerably. This is what we want. Okay, let's continue moving at the front line. Is there something here? There is something here, but we're not interested in that right now. Adal as a vassal is a good aim at this point, and I think we'll realize it rather fast. So good. Nothing like a fast and relaxing war against Africans who are unable to stand to you, technologically speaking, because you are superior and you come from Italy, right? Right, so let's do just that. I don't like spending my forces like that, and I just hope that the game doesn't punish me for that and make me lose a lot of incredibly valuable troops at this stage. And let's repay all loans, done with that, and our economy is blooming. As always, after the war there comes a time of peace, and that time of peace is the most prosperous of times, I suppose. So yeah, let's recover our manpower, our army, numbers actually. Yep, we can't stay behind. We need to move forward. There's a lot to do, and this conquest of Africa is fast. Oh, there are the troops. No problem, I don't mind that. This isn't a bad event. Not for me, at least. Let's unite these forces. We need to get ready to fight the locals. I'm sounding condescending. I sound condescending already, God. Horribly condescending. And yep, let's go towards African troops and deal with them. We should be able to kill them all relatively easily. I mean, they are inferior, and we are losing more than we should. I think we are. Yeah, we underestimated our enemy, and the price for that is already being paid. Finally. Woof. Admin efficiency, thank you. And university will be most useful. This is horrible. I've lost 6,000 troops because I underestimated African forces. And I underestimated them because of tech difference. Now, that's a fool right there. If you've ever seen one, I'm the fool here. Let's continue. Let's deal with this fast. Woo. Don't ever do such a mistake. Don't lose troops like that when you really don't have to. Let's accept those demands. This isn't a problem. Really, this is a problem though. This isn't a problem. Well, right when this war finishes, we will deal with all those particularists. And we'll deal with them accordingly. And that means we're going to lower autonomy absolutely everywhere and get a lot of absolutism from that. Promise. So to speak. So good money is flowing. Where were we supposed to build that? Yes, in the Linz. Certainly. Almost a ducat. Can't argue with that. Good provinces are being taken as we speak. The capital, relatively well defended. Part of our territory, finally. So, excuse me, we have finally managed to do that. And no, we want a new vassal, African vassal to that. So do we really want to take this? I mean, it's dirt cheap. There's no problem in taking that, and no really need. Oh man, you're definitely staying in power for a long time. Oh Jesus, how can I do that? Well, I suppose a little bit of easing up on focus regarding military performance is expected. I just allow a little too much of that for myself right now. Let's rush Adal and let's see what's the deal we can get. We can get... oh, we can't actually. Too big. Greek separatists. Harsh treatment on Aegean. Most definitely. For that sweet absolutism. We have only 8 because we caved into rebel demands, but it will be worth it in the long run. Perhaps we should have done it before, but nobody's perfect. Good, siege is done. Let's continue with the coastline, and where do we want to reach? We want to certainly reach Gulf of Aden trade, to coastal center of trade, and then go after Yemen, because they are just asking to be taken. So let's see, we can take this. Doesn't matter at this point. 97 admin for as much land. Overextension a problem. Do we want to go further? No. We'll finish here at this province, Hergiza. We take it. We deal it. Okay, good. Now we can sign peace. Get what we want. Oh, you want to do that? Is it a capital? It's not. Why wouldn't you do that then? Do you need your army annihilated? I suppose that can be arranged, but I hope... Well, now they should certainly agree. Yeah, easy peasy, money. And good, our conquest of Africa has succeeded. That was the most comfortable war I have fought for a long time. Let's get this down. As you can see, costs are going down, and oh my god, finally this admin efficiency is starting to pay dividend. Let's leave 30,000 troops in Africa, move these to coastline, and see what happens next. So, next mission, arrival of our rival Bohemia. Oh, Bohemia, you don't mind, you do mind. What about an alliance? You wouldn't mind an alliance with me, now would you? Actually, you could be a good counterbalance to all the other people we fought, and you won't go into coalition against me, so let's do that. Excellent. They have accepted to enter military alliance, and we'll continue improving relations with those bad boys. Yes, improve relations. We want them to be happy, want them to be nice. France, Great Britain and Muscovy, the only choices left. Muscovy is our ally, and we need Muscovy. They are cherished, useful and pristine. Great Britain is too far. Actually, I think that having an alliance with them would be more valuable. France it is. France is a natural enemy at this point, and let's be honest, that friendship was not going to last. Pity how it ends, but I suppose such is life, and eventually it had to come to this. Oh no, maintain diplomats. We are going to be friends with Bohemians. And we are going to go to war against the French anytime soon. Just as soon as we get our army back. The French force in the age of absolutism will be difficult to deal with, but we will do it nonetheless. Now only 6 absolutism. Why is that? Are we losing it? Parliament's meet ministry reduce war exhaustion. We have reduced war exhaustion. It reduces absolutism. I completely forgot about that. Regardless, it's time to get it up on track, and that means reducing autonomy everywhere. No one's autonomous in our land. Everyone is angry. Oh, sweet, sweet absolutism. Come to Papa. So we have allowed particularists to win, and let's see who's laughing now. 30 absolutism is much better than what we had before. This actually could call for beginning of creating new navies. Damn it. Let's send these people. Move. Thank you. Let's send them towards Adygia and deal with that. Crimea needs a new fort. Yes, time to start upgrading those. Wow, 21 ducats. Theodora. Money first, always. Belgrade. Trade depots. Constantinople, key. Seville. No marketplace in Seville. Jesus. Sevilla, key. We'll see later. I'll need the fort in Piedmont before we start another conflict. Oh, so discontent, damn it. So finally, suing discontent is an option against your enemies, and now spy networks are useful. Really useful. Artist, level 2 artist for 50% of price, but theologian is just too good to pass right now. Could be valuable. That, yeah, we're definitely taking a trade income advisor. Beautiful, beautiful money. And Sevilla, do you have? Yeah, you have a trade power already. Have you got it? Yes. Gulf of Aden. Actually, I think that transferring trade power here will be more valuable than elsewhere. My dear Yemeni friends, I think we'll start work on a spy network here and get that African coastline working and operational. We need those trade centers, and that means Aden is going to become our next target of invasion. It's time to move into Africa. Oh my, Ottomans entered. Oh god, this is bad. This is really, really bad. This calls for a change of plans, ladies and gentlemen. We can't allow the Ottomans to be in a coalition. If they are in a coalition, which we have managed to defeat but with difficulty, then things will be looking different. And I don't like the sound of this different, okay? So, with that being said, we are going to invest elsewhere. We have no diplomats to send. Let's try and send one into Ottoman territory. They don't have we need to do that ASAP. War with the Ottomans. Oh well, it will be costly. We don't have manpower, so we need to cover, I suppose. Go for Yemen. Get that coastline. We have naval superiority still, right? Armies, yeah, they have a lot of manpower. Total, yeah, we have naval superiority at this point, though we need more galleys. A lot more galleys. All things considered. Let's create a template, name it galley, and build like 30. Okay, template done. Let's build more galleys right now, because we really need that. A pity, great man dead. Another great man available, yes. Perfect. A good thing that you have an ample supply of great men available in a country this big. Hello, Mr. Inquisitor. Perhaps we could do some wonders on those heathens now. I mean, they are still a problem, so it would increase our religious unity even if we don't really have to do that. Growing popularity of tobacco, nice. But yes, we have a lot of expenses to run. Galleys. Oh god, I completely forgot. Ah! How is this possible? Why am I allowing this to happen? Good lord. My bad. We have to use this time to our most advantage. This fort is staying. Piedmont is being fortified soon enough. No rebels incoming. I will reduce fort maintenance. I will reduce troop maintenance. It's time to get rich. It's time to open up the coffers, get some cash flowing, and oh damn it, French are in the coalition as well. We really need to improve those relations right now, and we can't afford not to. I think the next coalition war might be quite devastating indeed, and Pomerania as an ally. Who are our relations right now? Let's see, view your country. Alliance and vassal. Tripoli being absolutely and utterly useless. We don't really need them at all, and they are blocking us from getting Pomerania as an ally. And that would be far more useful than Tripoli, I suppose. We would just take them. And, I mean, they haven't been useful to anything at all in this campaign, so one of our worst ideas, the Tripoli alliance, the Tripoli vassalization, and we need allies ASAP. Good, done. War with the French. We can't go to war with the French anymore. They are in a coalition with the Ottomans, and that would be way too expensive. Pomerania at least, and Bohemia are good, scary forces. And where does the truce end? Did it end already? No, it did not. So we have to wait. Outraged countries, 3 of them. Done. Excellent. Dan is going to be a target for our attack. Suggest acts of seclusion. There is a peace between us and Dutch Republic. Interesting. For now. The final terms of the truce were largely agreed upon when the war ended, but some room for negotiation still remains. We know that the current rulers are interested in weakening the position of the Orangists, a faction within the Republic seeking to grant power to a house of nobles. If we were to put forward a suggestion for an act to keep the next Prince of Orange away from political power, it would serve both to improve our diplomacy with the current administration and ensure that there won't be a king on the throne to lead them into another war against us. Good way to start a new war. Perhaps. We'll see what they say. I mean, the Dutch should be interested in that kind of a deal. I think Tripoli... Oh, Tripoli, you... Oh, you little bugger. peacetime. Okay, never mind. You will be devoured soon enough. Let me tell you that. Actually, there's no time to wait. We need to go to war with Yemen. And after moving some troops, let's send them back to Egypt. Good. Yes. New realms, amazing. But we need tech, so that's a priority. Excuse me. Right now we have 1400 development. Second power is 1100 in the part of the world which we care about. The Ming are irrelevant and large, so we don't really have to care about them. Belgrade is too exposed. Sevilla is safe, so let's get Sevilla. With that reduction of overextension, as you can see, we are having a bigger trade pool on this area, and let's just increase a little bit of money to get a little bit more of those trade ships to control. Actually, come to think of it, do we really need to protect Genoa? I think not. I think that controlling Sevilla actually will be far more lucrative right now, because as you can see, we dominate this trade now practically entirely. So it increased our earning just by a little bit, but the point is to decrease our competition's earning as well. So Sal Discontent, good, ahead of tech. New infantry and new cannon. Width increased, so gallop cavalry and leather cannon, excellent. So our troops are here. It might be difficult to actually get a fleet to Yemen. What's the build time? Jesus, this is a long build time. Yeah, let's do large ships won't do in here. This is an inland sea, but we want to control the Indian Ocean. You know what, let's do this cool maneuver. Where is our navy? Get these are necessary, just swim here. I know, it's a long trip, but we need our ships right there. We'll build some more here. Right, so 1, 2, 3. That's all we can afford right now. Surprisingly enough, we still need more money. We need it desperately. Oh, what is this? 400 money or 10 prestige? Prestige, definitely. Spanish. Separatists. Can't afford harsh treatment, so we'll just kill them. And use, of course, our transport fleet to get them operational, running around. Good, and now our troops are being transported where they should be. Excuse me. You, good sir, need to get a little more infantry, 2 more cavalry because it's nice, and 2 little more cannons. We are using this time of peace for great prosperity, and it's time to go to war with Yemen, I think. Hormuz as well. How is our navy doing? Traveling across the ship. Good lord, where are you people? I can't find you. I hope you'll make this trip around the world. Now, new idea group. Let's think, what do we need? At this point, I think trade would be most economical. We definitely can't take any admin ideas because we are so behind on humanists still. Quality would be awesome, but no. Let's see, policies. Diplo rep, not really. Humanist when we finish it. So plutocratic sucks. Right now, I think trade is the one to go. And yeah, we are going for trade ideas. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to really kick in with armies. Go large, go ham, and truly and utterly defeat our enemies. Are you going? Oh, it's already beyond the Cape of Good Hope. Excellent. So this period of peace is a welcome change from the pace of we've been having recently. Of course it won't last, but we need to prepare ourselves to the inevitable end. Which is, I really am annoyed by the fact that there's no option to check where that general is stationed. Good, competent, not enough firepower, but good. Oh, here you are, my dear big ships, big boys, big daddies. And additional ship will never hurt. A few months of repair just to allow myself to cross the Red Sea. Unlike Moses, we can't do it with magic. So we have the claim. I think it's enough to go to war. Really, you can't. Oh well. War, excellent. Attack. Move. No. You sail, you crush them. You defend against Kilwa, they won't be able to challenge us. And the rest of you, well, the Polish don't like us. Lithuanians don't like us. Anyone willing to be my vassal supports independence for Caribbean. Interesting. We need more spy network, I think. A fort in Istria would be nice. This is a heated point. Still we need forts in Alps. Let's just wait with that. I want money. I really need money and I'm willing to spend points on that. Let's think, do we need to get my diplomats anywhere? Allies? I suppose it's good to get a true alliance. Make Bohemians like us a little more than they are already. Good, now move here, move. Oh, you're already moving. So move to Mokka. And then we'll navigate the treacherous lands of Arabia. Excuse me, see where it leads us. It's a big territory. We will, of course, deal with this accordingly. Now, where is our main galley force? I think we need more. Yes, we do need more of everything. Versus the proportion of forces, we have the upper hand. And we'll use that upper hand to our advantage. More ships still. So much to buy. Let's see if the Yemeni decide to attack us in the mountains. It's a good idea, but I think our army can defeat a 15 tech enemy. So that's good. At least that's good, I say. So our forces are growing. I think it's high time to start building army number 4. Though it might take a while before it's ready. And it will require far more money than we have right now. You go here, you go here. Let's finish taking the Horn of Sevilla. Do we have troops there? Yes, we do. Move to Sevilla. So those Spanish separatists are dealt with. Good, and it's time to move further down the Horn. Dealt with. A competent commander, but behind in tech. And I say that's good enough for us to actually crush our enemies. Let's hope we manage to take this before the Yemeni strike. Though it's good news that the enemy cannot unite their forces together, so it's nice. A blessed period of relative peace in which we can strengthen our forces considerably, get economy even better, and catch up to our enemies. Let's be... oh, my. Portugal in a coalition, Poland as a rival. And we should be able to crush the Africans with ease. And yeah, beautiful, looking nice. African troops, business crushed, business is booming. As expected in times of peace. Do we really need that? No. I'm sorry for this speed if it's a little overwhelming, because I really want to speed things up as we are not dealing with anything majorly devastating like coalition wars. So like the last time that required a lot of time and effort, and that time and effort slows us down from our main objective, and we do want to make it happen. Right? Right. So let's work on this tiny castle, and then we'll just build a little bigger one. Ooh, Salento. Or the clergy loses influence. Let's see Salento taken away from burghers. Local autonomy, loyalty. Burgher loyalty is actually priceless to us right now. We can ask for them for a lot of money or get Diplo. We can just pay the priests off. Let's get Diplo. Points are needed, baby, and mild reprimand should be enough for the priests. Excuse me, for the burghers. So now we have to pay off the clergy to get what we want. Not expensive, but we'll know. Let's deal with Kilwan troops. Kilwani, I suppose. And we'll have to move against the Yemeni in the mountains. Adan, our war goal is finally going to be taken. Good, this is ours. Let's attack. I think we can take 2-1 odds in African warfare. And yes, we can, though it's rather expensive now that I think about it. Perhaps we should rely on mercenaries a little more in that battle. I mean, after all, it wouldn't hurt that much to reduce this troop number just a tiny little bit. And there you go. Good. You should go there. Good job. Mercenaries arriving. It should be a little easier. We're losing lots of cavalry and we don't need that much of it, actually. The key is to conserve our forces and deal with the enemy as cheaply as possible. Good, another heavy to our fleet in province, which is gathering for further progress. Good, done is ours. Let's sail right there. Move our heavies so that we can confront the Yemeni fleet. Control the land and move forward. Excellent, mercenaries here. Let's continue our march towards progress. Whoa. Exciting, isn't it? Speeding up like that. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Hesse being paid off by the French. I say it's nice to go out of Europe for a time, go elsewhere. Oh, they are going all the way around towards the Allies. I'm being reckless with my troop management. I really need to consolidate and get more mercenaries right here. And just deal with those Africans. Castagnaro is staying, he's awesome. The Republican tradition is still healthy despite all that. Navy sunk, good. Go to the fort, take the coastline, continue on with progress, kill Africans. God, that sounds horrible. Let's just think about it. Barely enough troops to hold the line for artillery, but artillery should really fire them into slitherness. Actually, it isn't. Not what I would like to see. Just look at it. Ah, there we are, losing it. I don't like the fact that we are taking so many casualties while fighting troops in Africa. Gather around and continue the assault. Not enough money. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Excuse me, ridiculous. That's what I was going to say. And whoa, almost troops are here. Let's get this heavy back to our navy and see what happens next. So yeah, okay, Asia is taken. Akaf is going to be taken soon. I wonder how the pronunciation of this more Arabic name sounds. I suppose I'm going to learn that soon enough. when I start playing Cradle of Civilization. I hope for some good lessons from you, ladies and gentlemen, on the manner of pronouncing African names. Now let's wait for the enemy to lock, attack. Steps are good plays, and I think we should be able to win this convincingly. Yes, stack wipe. Most importantly, 12,000 artillery lost. The Yemeni will die instantly as well. Good, good, no time to waste. Another army is going to be devastated in Galkayo. Yep, bloody slaughter, that's what I call it. And all that for very few lives indeed. We'll continue our offense towards Hormuz. And we'll try to start working on good relations with Indians. I mean, there's no problem in getting friendly with them, right? Right, Malacca? You could become our friend, right? So finally, burghers are no longer an immediate danger to our nation. They are disloyal though, because we didn't take away Salento. I forgot why. Oh well. So additional free artillery right there. No war in Europe for now, please. Let's just get stabilizing there and move towards east. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll finish this episode, which has been most productive. We have managed to leave Europe for a little while. Coalition looks really grim, but we have some new friends in form of Pomerania and Bohemia. I think that Morocco will no longer be our friend soon enough. Actually, to end this episode, I'm actually going to dissolve this. Never mind, the next episode. Okay, thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen. It has been enjoyable. We are at war. We're moving towards the Indian Ocean. The series are going well. I think we'll succeed. If you enjoyed the show, please, of course, like, subscribe, and share, comment, whatever. I'll be back soon with another part, and Gaming Token out. Thank you and bye-bye.